we're back. This is Lou Magdaleno, your host at Art Rocks 24/7, with my co-hostess, the one and only Alexandra Rosa, the Contessa of Couture. And one of the great things that I love about doing this show is that we have some fabulous food, and today is no exception. In fact, they're hitting it out of the ballpark for us today with great tequila. And yes, take it away. We have Norma
Martinez and Harrison.
That's right. And
from
she has
Vitral. Now you have to say it with the perfect Spanish accent. El Vitral. See, I gotta roll the ruler.
There's a lot of more pronunciations for El Vitral.
That's right.
After 5 tequilas, you say it perfectly.
Well, thank you so much, Chef Norma, for coming over, and Harrison.
Thank you.
You bet.
Wow,
really
so
fun.
we have been smelling this all evening, and we had to fight off the natives in the green room so we could actually have a taste ourselves. What do we have here?
Well, this is one of my babies. This is the duck enchiladas.
Ooh.
It's a spin-off on the regular enchiladas.
I'm going to pass this over to Lou because he's a real, and you keep telling us about it.
Guajillo pepper and cotija cheese sauce. It's really creamy. It's really good.
Wow, so this is one of your signature dishes.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. We also have the traditional tampiqueña. It's really about using the freshest ingredients, trying to find everything local, and just putting a lot of color and a lot of patience into the food.
And even the presentation, I mean, it's really beautiful. You know, I would hate to eat it, but
go ahead.
You know,
there you go. I'll hold the plate for you there. Go ahead and take a bite.
I'm going to be dripping all over me.
Okay.
I'll wait till we get off camera. But this is just wonderful. Now, how long have you been with El Vitral?
I've been since we opened it. So we've been open for a year now.
Oh, fantastic.
And you're our neighbors.
We are.
We're down in the gas lounge.
Down the block.
Yeah.
Right behind Petco Park, the park at the park. So we have great views of all the ball games.
That's very cool.
And so you're responsible for the cuisine here tonight, right? And then there's also drink and I don't know, but this guy
Harrison
looks like he would be the one
tequila expert. Now, how do you get to become a tequila expert?
I wouldn't call myself a tequila expert.
I want to go through the training course, okay?
Well, definitely a fun course, but no, more or less I'm the head bartender there and help out with all the cocktails and everything else, and we brought one out for you guys to try
This
out.
was wonderful. By the way, what was in our tequila drink?
So that's the El Trace, that's what I have out presented in the front. It's 3 different types of juices: lime, grapefruit, orange juice, agave nectar, the tequila, the house curacao, but what makes that one special is we have a little habanero salsa, so it gives it a background of spice.
We got some kick.
Exactly.
Hey, these are beautiful decanters.
They are beautiful.
These actually aren't even decanters. These are actually a couple of our house, well, not house tequilas, but it's our house recommended tequila, Clase Azul.
Really?
It's a very unique tequila, Highland tequila. They age it in sherry cask barrels instead of French white oak or old bourbon barrels, so it's a little bit on the sweeter side, but an awesome, awesome tequila.
Well, so far what we've had has been really awesome.
Yeah, now I want to know something, because I'm not a tequila connoisseur, but what's the main difference between, if you're tasting and you're out with friends, a good tequila and a bad tequila? Is there any one particular thing that, you know, the novice out there would know right away?
Well, there's an easy way to tell if there's, you know, between a good and a bad spirit, which not just tequila alone, but any spirit. There's 2 different types of alcohols that come off when you ferment something. It's ethanol and methanol. Ethanol stuff gives that clean buzz. Methanol is that dirty, like...
Oh, the bad hangovers.
Exactly. A good way to test that out is actually take a sip of the alcohol, swirl it on your mouth, ingest it, and afterwards, if you inhale, you get that crisp, cool feeling. That means it's high in ethanol content. If you get that nasty kind of gag reflex, like, you know,
like, man, I shouldn't have had so many.
That's methanol, so
I do that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah,
and you guys are really known for your tequila. You have over 250 brands, is that correct?
We have a bunch, and we sorted through a bunch more even. And we're still got a lot more coming in. So.
And man, you must have the best job of being the taster.
It's
really hard.
Do you get together with coming up with the meals? Like, which comes first?
Well,
the tequila, and then you pair the food, or do you come up with the food and then you figure out what tequila you're going to pair with it?
There is a really good vibe in the restaurant, so we kind of work it around. Sometimes they get the heads up first, and then I come along with them for the ride with the tequila. and sometimes it's the other way around. But we got a really good friendship going on, so we get to try.
Yeah, one
each
made in
other's
tequila
things.
heaven.
Yeah. Yeah, and we also have this really cool class. Juan is the one that gives it.
Yeah, I'm very
interested. For the
Tell us
best
about
bachelor
this.
parties.
Tequila 101.
Tequila 101.
We're going through all of our tequilas and sampling out all the blancos, reposados, and añejos and pairing them up with a 3-course meal, which is actually really awesome. So you get a chance to try out every single tequila with the meal, and it's actually only $30, which is a steal.
Well, count us in this Thursday. Man, I need a tequila course.
For sure.
No, the big question that I have is, will you remember the
I'll tell you one thing I remembered is that Lou and I have actually been in there. You guys have a $300 tequila.
Yeah. We have it's actually.
Is it a margarita or
it's ultra? It's an extra añejo. So.
Is that $300 a glass?
A margarita.
A margarita.
We have a margarita that's called the El Chilango, which is a $300 margarita. It has the Clase Azul Ultra, which is a $300 shot. The Grand Marnier 150, which is the 150-year celebration of Grand Marnier, so it's an expensive Grand Marnier. Then also the Del Miguel Togola, which is a wild agave mezcal. And then a Port Ruby sherry, and just a splash of lime juice.
Just like the best of everything,
Exactly, the best of everything in one cocktail. So if you feel like that's definitely the night.
Now, how many of those, honestly, do you sell at evening?
I mean, it's not our top seller, but for someone who has an advanced enough palate to appreciate something like that, it's definitely a good cocktail.
They go for it, huh?
Yeah, I got a chance to try it. It really is really good.
My big question is, do you get a $300 buzz from it?
Well, you're definitely not getting that methanol buzz, for sure.
Now, how is it that you got involved with tequila? I mean, was this something that one day you were at a party and go, God, this is the kind of stuff
I gotta learn more about this.
Yeah, I've been bartending for a while, and tequila is just probably my favorite spirit. It's something I actually really enjoy, so it's a good chance for me. I mean, working here at this restaurant, it's a great opportunity for me to learn more about tequila and everything else.
True.
So, I mean, I didn't really just jump into it. It was just something I actually like, and got lucked out and found this restaurant. So.
Very cool.
Fantastic.
And you guys got some great happy hours going on too, and all
happy
kinds of
hours
fun
are
stuff.
insane for sure. I mean, 5 to 7, 7 days a week. All the margaritas are going to be half off. All the beers are $3. All the wines by the glass are $5. And Tuesday we're doing half off all our tequila. So
Wow, there you go.
No kidding. You're talking our number right here. Yeah. And Norma, how did you get into the kitchen and doing all these wonderful dishes?
Eating.
That's it.
Eating.
Now, did you grow up in Mexico?
I did. I grew up in Tijuana.
Tijuana,
Yeah.
wow.
So it's all your mother, your aunt, your grandmother, everybody's cooking and everybody wants to feed you. So that's how
Oh
I
yeah,
started.
with my mother, it was proof positive that you hated her if you didn't eat.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with the Italian family.
Once you cross the door,
Now, where did you growing up in Tijuana? Was there a school down there, or did you have to come to the U.S. for
no,
training?
I had to go down southeast of Mexico
Really?
to Puebla.
Oh, wonderful.
It's kind of the mecca of Mexican food. It's
Wow.
yeah, where all the nuns and convents and the traditions
God,
come
that sounds
from.
like fun. And how long did you
it was
study
really
for?
fun. It was 4 years of studying, a lot of traveling around the country. So that's where I really became a Mexican. Yeah,
I bet.
Growing up in Tijuana, I was not that much of a Mexican. So
I mean,
it was a
some of
really,
the,
really good journey.
The spices that you use, how do you, did you bring some of those spices back here? Do you grow your own chili peppers that you can't, that aren't indigenous to San Diego here?
Yeah, down there, I figured out, tasting all of them, how to combine them and how to work them, because he can tell you, I don't kill anybody with spice or heat.
Okay.
It's like I try to even out the flavors so you can have a decent meal without sweating that much. And I do try to use everything local. I have really good suppliers. I have the best suppliers in San Diego, and they get everything locally grown.
Wow, that is so great.
Yeah.
No, that's very good.
Well,
And when you were talking about spices, Actually, Alexandra loves really hot stuff. You know, the battery acid kind of thing.
Yeah.
I back away from it.
It is a whip.
But she really loves all the hot stuff. So, you know, it's right up our alley here. And
Yeah.
obviously being Mexican myself.
And Lou, I
grew
know
up on
you love salsa, and we've actually been
Oh,
in your
yeah.
restaurant, and he said, oh my gosh, this is one of the best salsas.
It
So
is.
everything is, your guacamole, your salsas are all made by you.
Everything's fresh. Everything is fresh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's just
Where are you
add.
located?
We are
Where do
on
people go?
We could
8th and J.
spit and be over there. Yeah.
We're not going to. They're
It's
close by.
8th and J.
That's right.
Right behind the park at the park.
So
Not
any of the
easy to
people
miss.
that go to these Padres games
Can stop
and
off.
they're hungry afterwards and they're sick of those greasy hot dogs and cheap beer,
Paper cups.
go.
Yeah.
That's right. They go over to El Vitral, have some awesome tequila, some great Mexican food. Oh,
Ooh,
way to
sounds
top
good
off
to
a
me.
day.
I know. I can't wait to start eating.
You know, we are so glad that you were able to make it here today. And
I know,
I
really
hope you come
thrilled.
back. And I know
Everybody
that,
really happy
I know
to
that
know
our
that.
guests in the green room are really happy that you were here as well. And that will definitely disappear before the night's out.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed. Absolutely. Once again, folks, this is El Vitral.
Yes.
It's a wonderful place to go. And where do they call? Who do they contact? They want to
What's
look
your
you up. How do
website
they do that?
Well, it's elvitralrestaurant.com, and the phone number is 236-9420. We're just 8th and J, and if you want to stroll by, chances are we always have a happy hour going.
That's right.
Oh, good.
For the English
We'll
speaking,
stop in there for see
the
Harrison.
For the English speaking, that's El Vitral, and for the Spanish speaking, it's El Vitral.
Thank you, Lou Magdaleno.
Take it away. Well, thank you so
Gonzalez
much. And we're
tortilla.
sorry that it's come to a close here, but we're
Hey.
so glad that
We're
you
going to be
here.
over there Thursday for that Tequila
Absolutely.
101.
You bet we are, because we are Art Rocks 24/7.
And that's how we roll.
That's right. Portal to pain-free culture, folks.
Oh, yes.
And
Tequila
this is
makes
just-
it very pain-free.
That's it. This is just about ready to wrap up here. Now, the one thing that I do want you to keep in mind is that we do have a sponsor.
Yes,
And
we
the
do.
sponsor is attorney Jeffrey A. Cancilla. And we have his telephone number and the website that will be appearing on the screen below. Thanks so much, Jeffrey, for making this show
That's
possible.
right. Thanks, Jeffrey.
And if you're ever in need of someone that can help you with
We hope
loan
you're not, but if you
modifications,
are.
that's right. Or if you have any problems with your income. Now, think about this. This is the direction we're heading, right? Why are all the jobs leaving? Because in Bangladesh,
Oh, that's right.
they just increased the minimum wage.
Yeah,
And believe it or not,
unbelievable.
the minimum wage is $45 now. It was $25 before they made the change, right? In Alexandra, no, it's not per hour.
I was thinking, okay, it doesn't sound too bad.
No, it's $45 a month.
Wow.
So things that are being made out there are going to be sucking up jobs, and unfortunately our economy needs to be resilient, and we need to buy American and do all those other wonderful things,
Yes,
except for the
we do.
tequila, which needs to be Mexican.
I like how you kind of wrap that up really nicely, Lou.
So folks, you know, if you have need, if you have any bankruptcy needs, a way to see your way out of a difficult mortgage situation, be sure to get a hold of
Call Jeffrey
Cancilla.
and then head down to the tequila
right.
bar, El Vitral. If he can't solve your problems,
That's right.
they can.
And we are the portal to pain-free culture. We thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Stay tuned for
That's
next
right.
Tuesday
I
night.
am Lou Magdaleno. This is Alexandra Rosa, and for the Spanish
Contessa
speaking.
Margarita, tequila, huevos.
But for the Spanish speaking, that's Luis Felipe Magdaleno Montalvo Morales
There we
Ortega
go.
Mendez,
See?
Marqués de Mirabal de la Torre Blanca y Gómez Farias y Alarza, or
Woo!
Papi. Okay?
Oh,
We answered
wow.
it.
That was
Thank
a
you
good
so
one.
much.
All right,
See you
Lou.
next week, same time, same place, 7 to 8, ArtRocks247.com.